When you think of luxury travel, you probably picture this: the grand lobby of a five-star hotel, staff greeting you by name, chandeliers worth more than cars, and a room that costs more per night than most people make in a month. For many, this is the dream. But for billionaires, the people who can afford to stay anywhere, this isn't where they go. In fact, many of the world's wealthiest travelers quietly avoid five-star hotels altogether. Why? It's not because they can't afford them. It's because, in their world, luxury means something very different. Let's explore why billionaires have moved beyond the traditional idea of luxury and what they're doing instead when they travel. For most of us, a five-star hotel represents exclusivity, but for the ultra-rich, it represents the opposite. To them, a hotel, even the best one, is still a public space. There are other guests, rules, schedules, and people watching. Billionaires spend their lives being observed, photographed, and catered to. So when they travel, what they crave most isn't luxury in the traditional sense, it's privacy. Privacy is the ultimate currency of the wealthy. When you have all the money in the world, your life stops being private. People recognize you, your location is public, and even your leisure time becomes someone else's gossip. That's why many billionaires prefer private residences, rented islands, or yachts over hotels. It's not about showing off, it's about disappearing. Imagine checking into a luxury hotel. Even with the best service, the staff knows you're there. They record your preferences, your dining habits, the time you like your room cleaned. For the average traveler, that feels pampering. For a billionaire, it feels like surveillance. So instead, they retreat to spaces where they control every variable: who enters, who serves, and what happens. A private jet, a secluded villa, a fully staffed yacht, these are floating fortresses of privacy. Richard Branson owns his own island, Necker Island, where guests can pay $100,000 a night. But when Branson himself travels, he often stays in private homes or on his yacht. Elon Musk, for years, avoided hotels entirely and reportedly stayed in friends' homes or company properties. Tech billionaires like Jeff Bezos or Larry Page invest in sprawling estates or buy out entire properties when they travel, just to avoid sharing space. It's not snobbery, it's safety. When your wealth makes you a target, anonymity becomes priceless. Five-star hotels are full of staff, influencers, and guests with cameras. A single leaked photo can make global headlines. For billionaires, the luxury of peace, no cameras, no crowds, no interruptions, is worth far more than a suite with gold faucets. But privacy isn't the only reason. Let's talk about personalization. A five-star hotel can offer impeccable service, champagne on arrival, butlers, private pools. But at the end of the day, it's still a standardized experience. A script. Every guest gets a version of the same luxury. Billionaires, however, live in a world of custom everything. Custom homes, jets, diets, even fragrances. They're used to environments designed exclusively around them, not just for them. So the traditional five-star experience feels limited, predictable. When a billionaire travels, they don't just want luxury. They want control. They want their favorite wine waiting, their exact mattress firmness, the same art style they love on the walls. Some hire travel designers, ultra-exclusive agents who craft experiences so personalized that even the location of the sunset dinner or the temperature of the pool is customized to their taste. Hotels can't compete with that level of control. That's why a new wave of companies has emerged catering to the ultra-wealthy, private villa networks like Aman Private Residences, One Fine Stay, and exclusive resorts. These aren't just vacation homes. They're full-service sanctuaries where the staff is handpicked and trained to the client's personal routine. For the ultra-rich, true luxury isn't about opulence. It's about seamlessness. Everything is designed to feel effortless. There are no check-ins, no queues, no front desks, no visible service at all, only anticipation. The butler doesn't knock. He already knows when you're ready for dinner. The chef doesn't offer a menu. He knows what you'll want before you do. This invisible luxury is the new standard for billionaires. And yet there's another layer, something less tangible but more psychological. Billionaires often live lives filled with pressure, attention, and control. So when they travel, they don't necessarily seek more of the world's attention. They want to escape from it. In the five-star world, luxury is about being seen. In the billionaire world, luxury is about disappearing. Think of it this way. The five-star traveler takes a selfie in front of the infinity pool. The billionaire doesn't want anyone to know where that pool is. The super wealthy often crave normalcy in private. They'll pay millions for an experience that feels real. Some of the most exclusive luxury trips in the world now involve total digital detoxes, no phones, no cameras, no social media. Private chefs serve local dishes cooked over fire, not plated with tweezers. For people who have everything, simplicity becomes the rarest luxury of all. A billionaire once told a travel designer, "I don't want luxury anymore. I want authenticity that no one else can buy." That's the mindset shift. When everyone can book a five-star hotel through an app, exclusivity loses meaning. Luxury has to evolve. Today, true exclusivity means access to places, people, and experiences that aren't available to the public. Things money alone can't buy unless you know the right people. That's why billionaires often partner with what's called ultra-private concierge services. These firms operate quietly, sometimes with no websites, catering to fewer than 100 clients worldwide. They can arrange anything: a last-minute dinner with a Michelin chef on a glacier, a private tour of the Vatican after midnight, or a pop-up villa in the middle of the desert. It's not about extravagance. It's about rarity. The feeling that what you're experiencing is truly one of one. And that brings us to another reason: discretion. Luxury hotels, by nature, are designed to impress. Everything screams wealth, but billionaires don't need to prove it. The new rich might flash luxury. The old rich avoid it. Many billionaires today prefer understated design: minimalist, quiet, even rustic. A perfectly simple cabin in the Alps, but built by world-class architects, is far more desirable than a gold-plated penthouse suite. This understated approach to wealth is called stealth luxury. It's the opposite of what you see on Instagram. No logos, no marble overload, just impeccable design and comfort that only those who understand true craftsmanship can recognize. In this sense, five-star hotels have become a bit of a cliché. They're made to impress the masses. Billionaires seek spaces that speak to taste, not status. Another reason billionaires avoid traditional luxury hotels is logistics. Many of them travel with entire teams: security, assistants, chefs, family, even medical staff. Booking several hotel suites and coordinating privacy for such a group can be a nightmare. Private estates or yachts offer not only comfort, but also logistical simplicity. Everything and everyone stays under one roof, fully controlled. Then there's time. For billionaires, time is the rarest resource of all. Every delay, every inconvenience costs something priceless. Even a luxury hotel with its polished service still requires waiting, check-ins, check-outs, meal schedules. In a private setup, the world operates on their time. Dinner is whenever they're hungry. Departure is when they decide. That autonomy, that feeling that the world bends around your choices, is what luxury truly means at the top. Cut to footage of private villas, staff preparing rooms, jets ready for takeoff. So when you hear that billionaires are avoiding five-star hotels, it's not because they're too good for them. It's because they've moved beyond the definition of luxury that the rest of the world still aspires to. Five-star hotels are built to impress. But billionaires don't want to be impressed. They want to be at ease. They want comfort without spectacle, service without intrusion, experiences without audience. For them, luxury isn't gold or marble. It's freedom. Freedom from crowds. Freedom from attention. Freedom to exist quietly in a world that constantly watches. And that's something no hotel, no matter how luxurious, can truly offer. So next time you see a billionaire skip the Ritz for a remote villa or a discreet island home, remember, they're not avoiding luxury. They're redefining it. Luxury for them is no longer about being served. It's about being unseen.